Hello and welcome to a midweek update of my Metro 6R4. Yep, dropped the Wi-Fi for work. We've got now 2-3 hours. Got to do some house chores as well, must do those. But anyway, we'll have a bit of a muck about down here. We might be doing a two-part one. We might do a little bit down here, and then yeah, I did promise the TIG welding video. I did get it fired up at the weekend and dusted off and got some aluminium welds to work and plenty that didn't. So again, I've been watching some YouTube videos because that's what you're supposed to do to learn everything. And yeah, we'll go back a little bit later and have another go. So just going to do a bit of scouting around, a bit of planning in my head, and go through a few things and some ideas with you, and see what your feedback is as well. First things first, we've got to remake this boost pipe, the inlet into the turbo basically. Got myself some silicone pipe. I think I've got some aluminium tube now, the right size as well, and I picked up as well. We've got a 90 degree here. So basically what I want to do is obviously come from the turbo and do a very tight bend, tight as I can, to the inlet manifold to give me space. Two things are in the way. The pump, which you can get round, in this wiring loom as well. So we need to sort of redo something with this wiring loom and get it out of the way. I guess it can just go low for the moment. Anyway. And yeah, that's the old tube. The old tube as well had a feed off it to go to, which was a part of the waste, the dump valve, which we don't need now because one, we'd rather run an external one, as you guys have said. Let's not run one at all. So basically I need a straight pipe here and a couple of outlets at some point to just go to the crankcase vents, which again I suppose I could run in. The only weird thing is that the turbo is slightly further across, so basically to come straight out with a straight silicone pipe, you're actually going to be rubbing it on the inlet manifold, which obviously isn't ideal, so I might have to sort of do something with that. Or I may make a aluminium pipe all the way through, could try that, and then just do a very small silicone joiner on there. So have a think about that. Also picked ourselves up some aluminium tube. Got another one of these at home, and a few silicone bends. I thought I might needed more of this for the front, but actually we only need to make the short bit down here, which someone kindly pointed out. I used a cow birthing aid, piece of scrap metal, but I'm definitely going to need some link pipes at the back to go from underneath to sort of all around the side of the fuel tank to the radiator. And we've got to modify the radiator. So I need to get to the back and try and see if we can think about mocking up some lines. I did have a quick look at the water pipes at the back, and I walked away from them because they're not going to go where I thought they were going to go, so I need to have another think about that. Yeah, it's going to be one of these nights, isn't it, of no progress. So just having a quick look, thinking, hey, this inlet manifold staggers slightly, so actually this side's slightly further back than that side because of the way the cylinders are. I could run a pipe across here, and then the air filter could be down this side, because obviously I don't have a battery anymore. And the flow meter in between somewhere, it's not a problem. Just change the wiring, it's not a problem. Might work actually better with all the power steering bits and bobs that way. Obviously, could just get rid of the power steering, couldn't I? And just run an electric power steering pump. Do I, don't I? And then you could nearly have the air filter. Well, it could nearly all be right at the front here if I wanted to. Not that I've got much of air inlet, so I think it's better off going to the sides. Choices. Welcome back to my secret layer. Here's my little TIG welder. It's just got the word inverter on it. That's the make of it. It's just called inverter. I think it's obviously a Chinese one. I picked up about 6-7 years ago now. Covered in a bit of dust. Loads of dials that I don't really know what to do with. I must look them up. Don't have a foot pedal, which everyone's going to scream at me now. All the TIG welders are going to go, you need a foot pedal. So yes, I should really get one. I don't know if I can still get one. I guess it's a fairly simple generic one, so we'll take a picture of that. But anyone know what foot pedal I need, please shout. So we're just going to have a bit of a muck about, just trying to... I did try, and I won't show you it, I did try hitting the radiator at the weekend. So I think what we're going to do now is just get some scrap and just have a bit of a play, really. Obviously we've got to remake this at some point. Really, that could be just bent pipe, but I don't have a bender. We've got some other bits of aluminium. And yeah, that's an old catch tank that I made, about 6 years ago. You can tell, look at that weld. Never even used it. I don't know why it was a catch tank, really, since it's... Actually, I didn't even have a cap on it. So again, yeah, let's just have a play and see what feedback you guys give me about welding. Let's give it a go. Oh, what do I have? Chicken strips for tea. Chicken strips before we drop the missus off. Okay. So this is the right size that I need for my inlet. which, as I was saying earlier, it needs a little joggle to get into the turbo. So what might be worth doing is having a play with this stuff. I've got I've had it laying around, so I'll just run the wire wheel over this a little bit to try and clean up. And I think what we do is just let's try and get some welds going on this bit of scrap. This is obviously, look, before the days of our TIG welding, and now I'm a professional. Anyway, professional welders, try and turn away now if you can't cope with bad welding. So let's give it a go. As I said, I don't have a foot pedal, and I'm going with max about 70 amps. I think I've got around about 100 hertz. I think that's what I was reading today. Other dials, God knows. Wow, it ain't in a straight line, but it looks something like some of the pictures I've seen on the internet. Yeah, steady hand, people. Maybe I'm not resting on something. Hey, 70's too much, 60's nice, 50's not enough. Let's try joining something. I need to cut stuff and join stuff. Okay, hacksaw through the air at a random angle. Spin this around 180 degrees so we then get like a little kink in it. And yeah. Let's just try and weld that up, because I'm thinking that could, we'll see how it goes. So I just need to rest it on something to stop it, Obviously, normally you can use magnets and stuff, but you can't like that. Maybe tape. Okay, I just stuck a tack on it, so what do you guys think of the tack? Hard to tell. Bit of whiteness around it. I don't know if that's good or not. Let's get another tack on it on the other side before it falls off. Double tack. Yeah. What I don't get at the moment, it must be just practice, is purely this. Not very, maybe that's a little bit high. Thinking about MIG welding, maybe a little bit more heat could have gone into that. So maybe just a couple more. So yeah, let's try and do a bit of a length and see if we get any better. Okay, I think this is where not having a pedal, it started getting hot, and then obviously starts blowing, where obviously with a pedal you can then release it. And I'll try pulsing the button a bit, but yeah, it's always a compromise again. Still a bit high, so maybe I can move a bit quicker. Okay, this time I touched my tungsten tip on the aluminium and then just carried on going again and tried to keep on persevering. And I remember today reading that, as soon as you get your tungsten, get the tip dirty, forget it, clean it up, try again. Maybe that's what happens, so let's give it a clean and try again. I think I know what was going on there. I think some idiot like me had put some stainless steel welding rod into the same box, and I've just been trying to do that. So that's why it's not been working very well in that instance. Alright, still playing. Didn't record some of that, the battery went flat. So I'm having mixed results. I think it's just a case of practicing and playing with the settings. I just welded a bracket on there like that. Oh, aluminium, don't half get hot. Don't half get hot, doesn't it? I think I need to watch more YouTube videos. Okay, I wasn't going to post this video, but I will post it. I think I've ended it quite abruptly. I ran out of time. I was just mucking about with the welder. I made a few mistakes, and it's all about practice as well. So again, any tips, shout. I'm not a TIG expert. I'm not an expert in anything, to be honest. Have ordered myself up a cheap pedal, because I don't have a pedal, which I guess I'm thinking maybe a lot of you guys are going to go, well, you're doing alley welding, you really need a pedal, which I think, looking at the videos, other people doing them, they sort of pulse on and off when they move, and I can't do that because I'm basically on or off. Basically, it's, I can't control that. So I think it's not too bad with stainless and stuff like that. You can just constantly go, if you sort of mean. But I think AC for the alley. I think you need to sort of be able to have a bit more control. But I've done it before, so worst case if the pedal don't work, because the trouble is it's a cheap Chinese welder that I bought 7-8 years ago. Obviously it's got no model on it really. It's got a 5-pin plug for where the pedal goes in, but you look on eBay, there's all different ones, 3-pin, 5-pin, 2-pin, and obviously you can't find that make anymore. There's much more other inverters out there anyway. So but anyway, and I'm not buying a foot pedal for 200 quid just in case it don't work, so we've gone for a cheap one. So yeah, we give that a go. But yeah, thanks for following. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, my Amazon wish list down below. Thanks for all the supporters. And yeah, a bit of a playing night that was. So ordered a few more bits up. I've got a few change of minds, I think, of how we've done stuff. I've taken some of your comments on board about pipe runs and stuff, so we may be doing a lot more about that this weekend. And I've got next weekend off as well. And one last thing, happy birthday to my dad. It's his birthday today, so wish him a happy birthday, everyone. All right, take it easy, everyone.